Jira is a great tool for agile planning and project tracking, making it a perfect pairing with ProductPlan strategic planning and visualizations. Connect your ProductPlan workspace with your Jira projects to remove duplicative work and keep your roadmaps up to date. A Jira administrator will need to set up the initial integration with ProductPlan. In ProductPlan, the Jira administrator can be invited as a viewer, saving one of your editor seats for other team members. Then they will need to be given admin permissions. They can visit ProductPlan's support center or get in touch with your dedicated customer success manager for specific steps on making this initial configuration. The only information they'll need is information on which type of Jira environment you are using. Once Jira is connected, editors in your workspace can set up their roadmaps to connect to the Jira projects they need. Before making the connections, I recommend setting up which Jira fields you'd like to have synced to your ProductPlan fields. At a minimum, I'd recommend syncing the title, description, and % complete. % complete can be calculated by number of stories or number of story points. If you select number of stories, the % complete of your epics, or items that have child work items associated with them, will be determined by the % complete of its total related work items. For example, an epic with 2 associated incomplete tasks and 1 complete task will be 33% complete. If you select number of story points, the % complete of your epics will be determined by the total number of related items story points. For example, an epic with an associated completed task worth 3 story points and 2 incomplete tasks worth 10 story points and 7 story points will be 15% complete. If you are using dates in Jira, you can sync those over as start date and end date in ProductPlan. Both dates are required, so only sync dates over if you're able to map both a start date and a later date to serve as the end date for your work item. If you are using labels in Jira, those can be connected to your tags in ProductPlan. This could also work for flagged items in Jira. Professional and enterprise accounts can map ProductPlan custom open text fields to most field types in Jira. To manage your roadmaps integration settings, click on Settings from your roadmap. Integrations will appear on the left sidebar. There are 2 important mapping settings here that I'm going to turn on. The first is to maintain your parent-child relationships that were set up in Jira. I utilize this for my epics, and I want to make sure that their child tasks import as bars into ProductPlan. The second checkbox is to maintain any dependencies that you have between your issues, such as one issue being blocked by another. Turning both of these on will update your import settings, so if you have auto import turned on, it will update at the next sync time. You can configure your work items to automatically import into the proper lane and with the appropriate legend selection by adding another layer to your Jira sync. Custom drop-down fields in Jira can be connected to your roadmap's lanes and legend. For example, you may have a custom drop-down field in Jira for team. If you're also using that for your roadmap lanes, you can automatically have work items import to the proper team. To start importing your issues from Jira, click on Roadmaps in the left side panel. Select the roadmap that you'd like to connect to Jira, and then import. I won't be using the lanes and legends in this example because I will be creating a one-way sync with Jira. Back in Jira, I'll need to grab the query URL for the information that I'd like to import over. I might have a lot of projects created in Jira, and all of that information may not be relevant for the strategic roadmap tracking that I'll be doing in ProductPlan. On the Issues page, I can filter down to the specific issues that I want to import. In this example, I'll be importing the issues related to the Marianne project in Jira. I have a couple of epics and quite a few tasks that I'd like to start tracking in ProductPlan too. A few tasks are already done, but I would like those to appear in ProductPlan. You could filter to only show items that are of a specific status, like to do or in progress. Copy the URL that has your filters and paste it into the Jira URL field back in ProductPlan. In order to keep your ProductPlan items up to date with the most recent changes in Jira, make sure to check the box for auto import. This will happen daily at 10 p.m. Pacific time. After clicking search, your results should match the filters that you set up in Jira. Double check that the information is correct before you import. Initially, all items will appear in the parked section of your roadmap. You can edit the recently imported items to add more information that was not in Jira, like which objective it's connected to or which team members are responsible. To have your imported items visible in your roadmap, you will need to unpark them. Unparking will move that item to your plan section. Items imported from an integration will have a plug icon next to them, and the fields that are connected via that integration will have a plug icon. A synced field cannot be modified in ProductPlan unless you turn off the sync from Jira. Click on the plug icon to turn off the sync. You can turn the sync back on at any time, although it will override any information previously entered with the information it receives from Jira. There are a few different ways the platform will tell you if something is not able to sync properly. If your plug icon has an exclamation icon next to it, that means an error occurred while syncing. Click on the work item and then the Integrations tab to view more details about what did not sync properly. In this example, the child item in Jira had a due date that was past the parent item's due date. This means that the bar could not be placed within the container in ProductPlan. Try restructuring your Jira work items by either removing the relationship between the two items and creating a dependency instead, or extending the due date of the parent item. If there is an error with the integration setup more generally, you can test the integration connection in your account's integration settings. Your ProductPlan team is also available to help with any questions you may have about your Jira integration.